Hey folks, this is a little demonstration video of Mallet Combat Mapper, a little piece of software that we're working on that should be available fairly shortly. Its purpose in life is to help a person create grid-based maps for typically role-playing systems like Dungeons & Dragons 3.0 or later, or Pathfinder, anything that's typically about 5 feet to 1 inch, and then allow you to print them out in color on your inkjet or laser printer. Let's jump in and I'll show you what creation of a map looks like. This is the main Mallet interface. On the left you can see the palette for picking different tiles. There's the layer list and then the main work surface. We're showing you here picking different paper sizes. You can pick various numbers of sheets of pages, 8.5 by 11 pages stacked up, or custom pages size. Here we quickly drop a stone floor. You'll note that it picks random tiles from a list of many, I think about 17 tiles it has for this particular texture. So you should not get any tiling patterns from obvious repeats. As you can see, it's easy to draw single tiles or regions. Right-clicking deletes a tile and left-clicking paints a tile. We move to the wall layer and quickly using keyboard shortcuts to rotate the pieces that I select here, I draw the walls that surround this room and the passage out of it. Add in the little corner pieces here. And we're pretty much done. Walls are now in place. Now to add a bit of realism, we go to the edge shadow layer. I pick the family filter, so I'm just looking at members of this family of shadows. And I place the appropriate pieces on the walls. Grab the two end pieces for that opening, corner pieces, and then two pieces facing each other for the hallway. And that's the shadows. Now we'll grab the door frame. There's a single narrow 5-foot door frame, a couple of stones. Got to get the positioning right here. That's not bad. And instead of grabbing a single door, we'll grab this door, which has multiple frames. Oops, put on the right layer there. Multiple frames of the door in various states of being open. Okay, let's just have it closed for the moment. Now we'll bounce down to the decal layer, the lowest of the decal layers. We'll grab this. It's actually scrape marks of a door having been opened on the floor for years on end. If we go up here and take a look, this is highlighting the existing tile. And if you take a look very closely, you can see when I show just that layer, the scratch marks that are then composited in. It shows up good on a map, but, it shows up good on a printed map, but here it doesn't show up very well. Grading in the corner. Let's go to the props layer and put a few items in here, maybe a few light sources. These won't emit light at this point. We'll get to that later. As you can see, any item on the left that has a little red box with a white plus in it has multiple different frames that, as you click several times, it will cycle through those frames. For example, here, let's get the positioning right. If you click over and over, it'll cycle through the 3 different types of stone altar that have different tops there. And switching to a different layer. Let's go grab something else here. How about a little stone kitty? Put them alongside the altar. I'm using the keyboard while I'm doing this to rotate the tile to the direction I want to face it. And then a lot of these tiles, for example, these cats, show that when you click it multiple times, it has 4 different partially angularly rotated positions. This allows you, with a combination of rotating the 4 corners of the compass and flipping, to pretty much hit any position you want to. Let's try a rug up here. Now, see, I'm rotating it by clicking on it through the different frames. And it's almost right. Let's move it down a little more. Yeah, that looks good. And let's see, another little Persian rug, little circular one under the cats. Yeah, that doesn't look all that terribly great, but it shows you how you can layer up the different tiles, showing rugs overlapping each other. Let's get rid of those. How about a big Persian circular rug back here? Yeah, intersecting the wall, not good. That doesn't really look good either. How about in the middle of the room? Okay, good. If there's something adventurers will fear, it's a mysterious rug covering a tile in the middle of the floor. What's under the rug? Nobody knows. Okay, now this is a texture that is 50% transparent. It gives it a look like the floor tiles are a little bit wet here in the corner surrounding this grate. It actually might be a good idea to switch the layering order here and put the grate on top of this wet texture. It depends upon how it looks when you print it out. There's enough different decal layers and prop layers that you should pretty easily be able to find the ordering you like. And it's showing you a few different types of blood splatters you can put out there if you want to heighten the drama a little bit. All right, grabbing candle texture here, drop one here. Okay, it looks lit. Drop one there, it's not lit. And there we go, second click, it's lit. 2 different images in that tile. And then we'll drop a big black book in between them and get the rotation right. There we go. Okay, we'll grab a couple big old vases, put them up near the front door. And sort of mess with it till the lighting looks somewhat good. Okay, let's grab one of these stone dragons holding a brazier and put it in the back corner here. You can see you can cycle through the 3 different frames, unlit, lit, and coals. Okay, got that looking good. All right, so the shading layer here, you can drop shading across an entire area, sort of darkens it up a little bit. That's about 20% shading there. It's not as apparent as it would be when you're printing it. Okay, we turned off the highlighting of each of the tiles. Now we switched over to the lighting layer, and now we're going to start placing some lights where our textures are, or sorry, where the props are that would produce light. So we drop some candles, some lamp light here, and some slightly lesser weak lamp light coming from the dragon braziers. Note that not only do these light sources emit light and brighten up the texture, it also burns through the alpha channel of that shading layer that we put down just prior to that. Here we're showing some simple detritus that we're throwing around the level, some bones on the floor. I guess somebody hasn't been cleaning up around here. And that looks like a good room. Probably could use a bit more love, a bit more work, a bit more things on the wall to make it interesting. Let's go take a look here at some setup options. You have the options when you print of grid color, line thickness, how transparent the lines are, different items like what the style is, whether it's dotted or dashed, whether or not the lines only appear where floor tiles are, or whether it just makes a grid for the entire map no matter what. So that's pretty much it. Oh, well, yeah, we should probably save this before we leave here. So we save it, and this little file will probably come out, I don't know, about 20 kilobytes or something like that. And then anytime we want to, we can go back, load it up, print it out. And there you go. That's really just how quick it is to make a very simple room. Look for Mallet to be available, hopefully, by the end of this year. Thanks for watching, folks.